You got to show the title menu, Andrew.
Andrew, stop fucking around. Stop jacking off over there. It's time to fuck. Hella motherfucking Luya, y'all. All you motherfuckers listening to the show, enjoying the jokes, getting entertained. It's time for you motherfuckers to make a goddamn donation. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tim Freeman. It's Andrew so-and-so in the Big MF. Matt Freeman, the Inside BJJ podcast, y'all. Can I get a witness? Hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Big MF Matt Framar. Please, no more.
It ain't just ties, offerings too, motherfuckers.
Go away. You can hear one guy go away. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
As your pastor, I'll be saying to y'all, if you ain't got no money, do you got a wife?
You got to put it in the plate.
You know what I'm trying to tell you?
All I'm trying to say is you got to put it in the plate. Put it in the plate. Welcome to episode.
Drug dealers, hookers, we take them all in our church. The drug dealers, the hookers, all the motherfuckers come to our church and get saved.
Amen.
You find Jesus in our church right here.
That's right. Man,
you give what you give. Whatever you got, you give it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do.
If you got something, you give it.
You should especially give it.
Whatever. It ain't got to be money. It could be other types of things, y'all.
Other kinds of things. You give me a tip, I give you my tip. Okay. Thank you for joining the program. Episode 360. Shut up. Episode 356.
Joke.
No guest today, just the boys. Welcome back, everybody. It's great to be back. I got some pretty good feedback from people on the last show. There's always like a certain contingency of listeners who they fucking like never stopped listening to the podcast. Like they keep listening.
Did stop when you quit doing it
briefly, but even then they still had they still had a premium podcast subscription and they still listened. You understand? You talking to yourself over there, buddy? You okay?
Well, I mean, you did kind of go mental a couple of times and bounced on everybody.
I took a little bit of a break. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you. Heavy is the crown when you have to carry the whole thing all the time and you're working with people.
You know what's heavy is this mustache right
when you're
here.
working with people that are literally two steps above retarded.
Your balls.
Yeah, you wish. You wish you could put that mustache on your head, buddy.
My balls are heavier.
That's not what I heard.
Than your whole body.
You got to carry them in a wheelbarrow.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have to have my girlfriend carry around the wheelbarrow when I walk around.
She calls me and complains about it a lot. She's like, this guy's always constantly.
God, she said his balls are so big.
His balls are so big. Did I ever tell you the idea I thought of where if women had to take the shits? Like men didn't have to take shits, only women took shits, and so you could you could really punish your wife. And she's like complaining to her friends, like Larry's eating so many spicy jalapenos.
You know, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm gonna be drinking me some milk, bitch.
Every time you get mad at her,
your motherfucking mouth. I'm gonna drink a gallon of this fucking other motherfucking milk that's pure fat, not even the low fat, the heavy milk,
the good stuff, the heavy. You're just drinking.
Shut your motherfucking mouth. I'm gonna eat the unpasteurized shit.
You're drinking heavy whipping cream and fucking pounding unpasteurized cheese from the local fucking organic farmer. Your wife is complaining to her girlfriends at Sunday, Larry won't stop eating lactose. Kimchi again. That'd be awesome. Yeah, man. Dude, I wanted to tell you, Matt, we got some good feedback. That was awesome. Pretty stoked to be doing the show again. Dude, I cannot get away from homeless dudes. I had to run a bum out of the gym today, and you're
always looking down on poor people.
I'm not anyone who makes less than me is a bum. Man.
They're homeless.
Listen, let me tell you the story. I think you're gonna find it humorous because this is typical bum behavior. So
typical rich man behavior.
Go ahead. Just let me tell the story,
rich man.
So
go ahead, tell it.
I'm downstairs with Blake. And he's waiting for his ride. I'm getting ready to go to Kroger to grab something for lunch. And this dude pulls up on a bicycle. He rolls up to the gym, and he's one of these guys that you can kind of smell as he's coming up. You're like, oh, dude, this guy smells rough, dude.
He's on a bike. He's on a bicycle. You know his name?
I have no idea who he is. He's sat down on the steps out there before, and he kind of talks to himself. He's a little bit out of it, and he's real stinky. Okay. And so we got off on the bike, and he kind of was like mumbling a little bit, and he went into the building where my gym is, and he went into the bathroom. And I was like, oh, man.
Well, hey, would you rather have him shit outside on the sidewalk?
I'm like, dude, this guy's going to take a shit. And so I'm watching my clock. I'm like, he's been in there for 8 minutes. I know he's not taking a piss. He's shitting. So finally, after like
jerking off or something.
Dude, it's better. After like 10 minutes, I tell Blake, I'm like, dude, I got to go in there. Like, I have to go into this bathroom in I don't know what I'm gonna see. I think
you don't want to put your rich hands on this guy's fucking homeless body.
No,
all defiled.
But listen, man, the bathrooms here sometimes get destroyed. I'm like the only person that cleans up the bathrooms. They get like almost destroyed here. So I'm very vigilant about taking care of the bathrooms. I'm very on top of like making sure that the bathrooms are not filthy, that they're clean, that if somebody fucks them up, that I try to make sure that everything's working. Jesus, man, that it's all working appropriately, that everything's like in working order. I even put a sign up that said like, put your garbage in the floor, pick it up off the floor. Put it in the toilet, put it in the fucking trash can, you animal. Flush the toilet. We got guys, they sit down and take a shit and they won't flush the toilet.
In a corporate style office.
They're feeble flushers. They barely flush the handle. It's like, oh, I work so hard today.
I'm pretty disgusting, but I won't leave a toilet till all the shit's gone and even all the stripes and stains and everything.
These dudes. So I'm already like extra feeling like people take advantage of the toilet. So after like 11 minutes, I tell Blake, I'm like, hey, dude, you got my back. I'm going to go in there and confront this guy. All right. So I go up to the bathroom door. And at first I do that move where I don't open it up. I listen. And I'm like, I'm trying to hear him. And I could hear him in there. And I hear him listening to his phone. And he's laughing, going like, so I'm like, oh, fuck. I got to go in there. I open the doormat. This fucking guy is sitting in the stall with the door wide open, taking a full fucking shit with his phone in his hand, laughing his ass off, looking at Twitter. He's like, or X, he's going, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
He was watching, he's anti-Semitic and he was following Jake Shields laughing at everything he was saying.
Yeah, he was laughing real hard at it. And he didn't have the bathroom door closed, and I'm like, fuck, dude, you can't shit with the door open. You have to close the fucking door. And he goes like, what do you want? It wouldn't close. And I'm like, close the fucking door. And he closes it, and he goes, there, you happy? It's like, motherfucker, like I'm being out of control, that I want him to not take a shit in public. So then I go outside. I told him like, dude, you can't be pooping here. Like, you got to hurry up and move along. So I go outside.
And I'm moving, motherfucker.
I'm waiting for him, and he's
such an old man now.
He's still in the bathroom, dude. So I go back in there, and I go, "Hey," he's in there, and I go, "Hey," and he's like, "I closed the door," and I said,
"What more do you want?"
What more do you want, fucking asshole?
I said,
I'm homeless.
Hey,
I'm on drugs and I'm mental.
I said, listen up,
schizophrenic.
Listen up, buddy. This is not a public restroom. It's private. You need to move the fuck along. Finish up and get the fuck out. So as he was leaving, he said like, oh, you're going to call the cops on me? You're going to take me downtown? And I was like, no, man, but you can't take a shit in the stall and leave the door open. Kids go in there. They don't want to see your cock and balls hanging out while you take a shit. And he goes, you trying to call me a pervert? Like he got really upset at that, right?
Fucking kind of.
You trying to call me a pervert?
Well, so he does have some pride.
He got on his bicycle and he pedaled away, and he gave me the flip off like this as he pedaled away.
Into the sunset.
Into the sunset.
I have a solution.
What's the solution?
This is what you need. You need to get an unregistered firearm, and then you need to wipe all the fingerprints off,
check,
shoot this motherfucker in the head, and then throw the unregistered firearm by him and say he had a gun, you killed him.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Foolproof.
Foolproof.
We call that the Clinton.
It works in the movies every
listen,
time.
Though, but have you ever been homeless and tried to shit in someone's bathroom and you're schizophrenic and the guy's yelling at you the whole time?
Have you? Would you want that guy in your fucking place taking a shit?
I've never been.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want that.
I've been that.
You're a serial street shitter. Have you ever had to run a bum out?
Well, when I was bouncing, I did all the fucking time. It got so annoying, like.
Did you feel really
regular?
Did you feel really bad for these schizophrenic bums? Did you like want to give them a safe place to shit? Is that what you're a warm, safe toilet?
They got tossed like midgets right out the bar.
Immediately. It's like, fuck this guy. After you like fuck with the homeless for like a minute, you're totally over them. You're like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Bro, listen, there was this homeless dude, we used to nickname him Ewok. He had this funny walk. This fucking dude was always fucking stealing shit. If you didn't watch him, he was, and so like, he was one time I was bouncing at this bar, the band was showing up, he saw the guy's guitar, was walking, grabbed his heart, and he tried to walk off with the guy's fucking guitar.
Jesus.
We had to chase him down. And like another time, I seen this motherfucker walking around with a fucking hose, like just with a fucking was a regular residential hose. He was walking around with it.
Do you remember?
Go
ahead. Yeah.
I punched this guy in the face. I punched him in the face once because he kept on trying to come in and steal shit.
That's my hose.
In the face, threw him out, and I threw him through the door. And then he was like, everyone was like kind of like telling me that I was a bully. But then I seen this motherfucking bum, the same bum that I was called a bully, was punking a 12-year-old kid trying to get money from him.
Oh shit, for real. Well, who was that? What was his name? Ewok?
He was very famous in the Stockton area. He was a bum named Ewok.
Very well known. Stockton famous.
He was well known. He was always tweaking and walking around.
Listen,
like an Ewok.
There was a time in my life where I was a friend of the bum community. There have been many. There's been a few. The first time I procured liquor was with the cooperation of a homeless bum named Otis.
No,
Amos died of AIDS. That's true.
Oh my! Do you remember that?
Didn't he?
My God!
He did, right?
At Redwood Market in Stockton, California, in the 90s.
That doesn't talk negative.
He's a very nice guy. Yeah, man.
Oh my God! I can't believe you remember that.
We shoulder tapped Amos. We tapped Amos for beer and
wait a minute. Go back.
We tapped him in the alley.
Go way back here. So you were about 13 and I was about what, 15 probably? 15, 14, 15 if you were 13.
Dude, you're older than 2 years, but anyway, go ahead.
If you were 13, what was I?
17.
No, I wasn't 17. I was
you were a loser. You hung around with a 13-year-old.
I wasn't 17, bro. If you were 12, I had to be 15 or 16.
How old are you right now, Matt?
49. I'm gonna be 49 this month.
Okay, well, I'm 45, motherfucker. You're 4 years older than me.
Well, you were about 12. So you were 12, and our uncle.
And you were 11. Okay, tell the story.
Whatever I was, our uncle said, "Hey, listen, this is a place called Redwood Market. You kids don't go there because they sell booze to minors." And then that night we went there.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is I was like, I don't really want to go. I wanted to go to bed. You kept waking me up trying to get me to go get some booze.
He was sleeping in his water bed, and I was sleeping on the floor.
I had a water
and
bed.
I kept making noise because I wanted to make sure he stayed awake. Because our plan was his mom worked graveyard, and as soon as she left the house, we were going to sneak out of the house, go up to Redwood Market.
Bad neighborhood too, by the way.
Oh, terrible neighborhood in Stockton. Terrible. We were going to walk up there at like 1 a.m. and buy booze, right? And and Matt fell asleep, but I kept shifting and kicking his bed and going like, and like adjusting and moving around.
I said, fuck it, let's go get some beer.
Yes.
We're walking over to the liquor store. I walk in, and as I'm walking in, the dude that owns the dude that owned Redwood Market, his name was Henry Martinez. He was playing a video game. He just died. He got mad. He punched the screen right when I walked in. And he screamed, "Fuck!"
And you know what's so funny about that is that you went inside, and I stayed outside, and I had a big steak knife in underneath my jacket, like I was supposed to be security. And when I heard him yell "fuck," I was like, I'm not going in there.
I walk in, I'm hella scared. Look at him, I go, should I even try it? He's all, try what, motherfucker? I'm like, try to buy some beer. And he goes, ask that motherfucker right there. And it was the bum outside.
Amos.
And then we had a bunch of pennies that we saved up. So we paid for our shit with pennies.
Rolled pennies. But I don't even know if we gave him a tip that time.
Amos got a tip.
Yeah.
Amos got a tip, but the dude ended up being cool that ran Redwood Market because he didn't give him all of it. He gave the rest back to us secretly, and then he gave the rest to Amos.
Yeah, Henry Martinez was the guy, I believe, was the owner of Redwood Market back in the day.
The second time we went in there to buy booze, first time we bought Old English 800s.
No, we bought Meisterbrow.
It was Keystone.
It was Meisterbrow.
Meisterbrow. The second time we got some Cisco.
Yeah.
And when we came in, Henry Martinez was watching a porno.
Strawberry Cisco.
Liquor store.
We were running around Stockton at like 2 a.m. in the hood. And we used to walk through this alleyway because we were stopped by the police several times. It seemed like they stopped us and asked us where we were going.
They would just question us and let us go.
So we started cutting through the alleys. I was fucking scared. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing, man. Stockton line. Yeah, I used to get along with the homeless. Now, dude, I have no patience for him. The homeless lady that took a shit.
If you were a homeless guy, you would have never gotten drunk when you were 12 years old.
Hey, man, and I appreciated him back then, but homeless back then are different than homeless now. Homeless now want to come into your... Amos would have never tried to take a shit in my business. Amos would have known better. He would have went back out somewhere else.
He wouldn't have went through your trash.
He went out to the canal. Went out taking... The bums back then, they weren't so dignified that they couldn't take a shit in the street.
You may have broken into your house if you weren't looking.
You're probably right. So you used to have to bounce homeless dudes out when you worked in the bars.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Towards the end, that's all I fucking did. It was so annoying.
What about you, Andrew? I mean, you work right now. You work the door down at Docks. Did you ever have to run anybody out of there?
About 2 weeks ago, on a very, very slow morning on Sunday, there was a gentleman with, I can only describe it as tight red bedazzled Michael Jackson pants. And a shirt that didn't match with bare feet. And I thought he was a customer at first until I looked over and he had a bottle of white wine, and we don't sell those. I'm supposed to kick out anybody that's bringing booze from somewhere else.
Sure.
What really turned me off of him is that while he was refilling his plastic cup with this half-filled bottle of wine, he was looking in his pockets for something, grabbed his bag next to him, and then proceeded to use his finger to crack 2 eggs.
Oh my God.
And then break it into his mouth, and I guess that was his breakfast.
Oh my God.
And then my favorite part about that is that he was checking his pockets for his eggs.
He had 2 eggs in his pockets, but he couldn't remember which pocket he put it in.
So here's the thing. He had it in his backpack, but I watched him look in his pockets first.
Oh, I see.
For the eggs.
He patted his pockets down.
He's like, where the fuck
when you're doing that move where you're looking for your phone,
like
you're
your
like,
keys. Yeah.
Is it here?
Not an egg.
And he cracked the eggs Rocky 3 style right in his mouth.
Like that. Cracked it right in his mouth like shotgun an egg.
And how did you respond to that?
I said, hey man, we don't sell bottles of wine or eggs here, and if you're not buying our liquor, you have to keep going.
He said, or eggs. We don't sell eggs.
What did he do?
He said, I'm sorry about that.
Which
is the nicest anybody's ever been.
Yeah, right.
I assume the people at least 2 people he was talking to.
He saw the crazy look in your white Aryan blue eyes. He didn't want to try none of that madness.
That's not the first time.
Just steely look. Yeah, I don't have patience. I don't have patience to deal with dudes that are coming in to use the toilet and shitting with the fucking stall open. Move along, motherfucker. Move the fuck along. But I did appreciate the double flip off he did at the end. I thought that was funny. I thought
that's sick.
I didn't see the humor in that. I see, dude. He was so indignant. You saying I'm a pervert? I might be schizophrenic, but I'm not a pervert. I'm not a pervert.
I would close the door if kids came in.
To children.
Dude, let's talk Fight Pass from the Fight Night results. Let's talk the Fight Night results.
Fight Night results.
Because we made some predictions, and Matt, I know you were right about one of them.
So Fight Night results will go in the same order that you guys picked them.
I forgot. What did I pick? I can't remember now.
I remembered. So the headline, excuse me, the main event was Song Yadong and Chris Gutierrez.
That's right, Long Dick Dong.
Long Dick Dong.
Dong's brother.
Let's start with the first fight, though, on the undercard.
Mr. Dong.
So that would have been Andre Muniz and Jeon Park.
I think
Actually, that's Mario Muniz's son. He doesn't claim him, though, because he was out of wedlock.
they don't even spell the name the same.
Well, that's why
Wait,
they tried
did
to
you
say
call him Mario Munoz?
It's Mario Munoz.
It's Mark Munoz. Mario's like
Mark,
his
yeah.
fucking. That's my Filipino cousin.
I didn't have the confidence to call him on that, but
dude had a kid out of wedlock, and that's him.
Mario Munoz is Mark Munoz's
like
kid out of wedlock.
and
It's
with
like the
different
Rastafarian
different
Gracie
spelling.
nobody wants to claim.
That's funny, dude. Hosta Gracie.
So
That's great.
Muniz defeated Jeon Park by split decision.
You called that, Matt. That's one for you.
He's, if I remember correctly, he said you never take an
because-
Asian over a Brazilian.
That's what he said. He's
And
right.
Also a Brazilian who is a descendant of Mario Munoz.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Next, so yeah, Matt's got Muniz.
I got
Tim
one.
Tim Elliott and
One for Big
Sumadurji.
Ref.
Say that one again.
Who?
The Tim Elliott and Sumadurji.
Oh, yeah. I think I picked Sumadurji because he had one name.
And I went for Elliott, right? I had
Correct.
one for Elliott.
Who won?
You
Who
both got it
won?
right. Tim
forgot.
Elliott
I was
defeats Sumadurji by technical
I
submission.
knew it. I told you, Benny.
Got him with an arm triangle in 4:02 of round one.
I figured it'd be an arm triangle when I thought about it.
That music's still going. Yeah, okay.
Because
That's
like
what I
the
wanted
other
to play.
dude has really, I noticed that he leaves his arm hanging a lot when
You
he gets,
didn't notice
when
shit.
he's on
Shut the fuck up.
Elliott has got a nice arm triangle.
Oh, yeah.
Your arm hanging. You can't leave your arm dangling by your fucking head when he's on you. You'll get arm triangled.
His haircut looked
He's
better.
strong. Strong guys named Elliott with mullets, they go for arm triangles.
If you have Elliot anywhere in your name, you got to be fucking tough.
I've never known an Elliott who wasn't tough.
You got to fucking be able to
crazy.
fight, dude. Elliot Kelly's tough as fuck. His first name's Elliot. It's like, god damn, dude. Move along. What's the next one?
Manuel.
So as of right now, Matt's up by 2.
I know he is.
Nasrat
Undefeated.
Hakparast and Jamie Malarkey.
I picked Malarkey.
You did. And Matt picked
I picked the other dude, I
Nasrat.
think. Right? What did I pick?
You picked
Who
Nasrat.
won? I was pretty drunk.
I think Malarkey lost.
Hakparast
I was.
TKO'd Malarkey.
So I was wrong.
Oh wow,
Matt's up 3.
Dang.
man! I'm doing really well. I got a great fight knowledge. I can see the way these fights are going to end going into them.
I know.
I've been watching fights longer than Tim, and I've been training longer than him as well. And
Since Tim was 12 and you were 11.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
Khalil Roundtree
when I was
Jr.
11, when he was 12.
and Anthony Smith.
I think I picked Roundtree Jr.
You picked the vegan restaurant. Yep.
Yes, Matt picked Smith. No, he picked Roundtree as well.
I picked Smith. No, I didn't. I didn't pick
Matt
Smith.
picked Matt for sure picked Smith.
Okay.
I picked Smith. No, I
You
didn't.
did. You did. You called him
No,
stupid
wait,
and then
you guys
you
didn't.
called him stupid and then you picked him.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Because I said if the other dude had me in his, because I'm undefeated.
You were wrong and I was
I'm
right.
undefeated
Matt,
coaching against
well, I want to
Smith.
take this
I-
moment to acknowledge that you were wrong and I was right.
Well, what happened was is I messaged the other dude on instant message. I told him this guy's really dumb. You could beat him. And I gave him some advice, the same advice that I gave David Mitchell when he tapped out Anthony Smith at Submission Underground when I was coaching against him. So that's why that happened.
So Khalil Roundtree
I felt sorry for you.
Khalil beat Anthony Smith by TKO in 56 seconds of round 3.
Hey, nice.
I said
Okay.
he's got no chin. And I said he's got no chin, and if you hit him, he'll do the stinky leg, and that's what happened.
He did, man. He did the Michael Jackson Thriller dance.
So it's 3-1 Matt. Song Yadong and Chris Gutierrez.
You dong all day.
Ding.
Matt picked
He
Gutierrez.
stopped me. He.
One.
You both picked Dong and you Dong did it.
Oh, he Matt picked dong?
I mean, yeah, he's got the power of the dong, bro. Like Long Dick Dong's brother is born to win.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if at the end of that conversation you guys had, I don't know if Matt picked Yadong or if he picked your Dong.
I.
He picked these nuts.
It was a unanimous decision, 50s all around for Yadong, 44, 45, 45 for
So
Gutierrez.
so far I'm basically winning.
You won that fight card. You won it.
Yeah.
You
Send me some money then.
I'm not sending you nothing, man. You still owe me money. You got to pay me back, dum-dum.
Oh, man, we're even now.
Listen, we're even now. To consider that payback.
All good.
You lost, brother.
You lost, brother.
I won.
Here's how the streets work, man. I won. You
Hey,
lost.
listen, I told you I ran up that debt a little bit too high. And those guys are going to fucking kill me.
A little bit too high. Nothing
And
else I
I'm
could
sorry
do.
that, your lady got mad at you over it, but
Hey, dude,
saved my life.
I want to talk about the UFC coming up this weekend. We have a Inside BJJ alumni, Colby Covington, fighting against Leon Edwards. I am fucking stoked to see this fight, man. And I want to walk through that card. I want a chance to come back and redeem myself from losing to Matt, which number one is embarrassing. It's embarrassing to lose to Matt. So I need a chance to listen, man. I don't want to lose to a guy who's not actively training. You know what I mean? I want to lose to somebody who's more active on the scene.
I am wrestling all the time. Not that I just put a motherfucker in the camel clutch and broke his back and humbled him. By the way, his name is Boss. Now I'm gonna give you guys some shoot. This guy named Boss. It was at
Some shoot.
It was at it was a lucha show in Brentwood, California. This is some shoot, and so this guy is basically not a wrestler, and he thinks he is a wrestler, and he's always kind of jacking off at the mouth and pissing people off because it's like if a guy's a white belt and he acts like he's a black belt, sort of in wrestling.
Yeah,
so the guy's always jacking off at the mouth, and we're in the ring, and my partner CJ Dirt hits him with a chair really fucking hard. I'm like, oh,
this
shit,
time was it for real?
Go watch the video, bro. He fucked him up. He fucked him up so bad. I thought, holy shit, he fucked him up with that chair. And I hit him a couple of times, not that bad. I put him in the camel clutch. By the time I got to this motherfucker, he said, please, no more chair shots. He begged me not to hit him with a chair, right?
What, did he really?
He said, you can even hear him in the audio if you watch the match on Lucha Champs on YouTube. He says, please, no more chair shots. And I'm kind of...
And what did Big MF do?
I put him in a camel clutch, and I broke his back, and I humbled him. But then he goes, and he starts talking about he got hit in the head and all this other bullshit. Nobody touched his fucking head with a chair. He got hit in the back. And then this motherfucker that cried about getting hit with chairs, I didn't know there's going to be chair shots, and wham. Cry, bitch. I'm a baby. I act tough, but I'm not when I get hit with a fucking chair. I've been hit with a chair way harder than that. Didn't act like a bitch over it. Then this motherfucker puts out a fucking thing on the internet saying to me, to CJ and my friends, in the 209 click, that receipts are coming to you guys. And it's like, you can't act like a tough guy, cry when you get hit, and then say receipts are coming. Receipts means paybacks.
Oh.
So anyways.
Yeah.
CJ did hit him pretty fucking hard. He bent the chair on his back. I mean, he really fucking hit him.
Sometimes you got to do that. You know what I mean?
And then I put him in a camel clutch. This motherfucking retard is so retarded and unflexible. I was kind to him when I broke his back.
Like, it's his fault. It's his fault his back broke because he's retarded and unflexible.
He's like a bow-legged bitch. You can't do nothing with him. He's bow-legged like a bitch. And it's like, I could have put both arms up on my legs and camel clutched him for real,
right.
But I had mercy. I'm
That's
like
nice
Xerxes. I had sympathy. I had empathy. I was a god. I was a god to this motherfucker. I could do anything I want to him.
Yes.
He has no defense against me. He can't do nothing to me. And instead of breaking his back, I just got one arm hooked because I felt like I felt sorry for him and I had mercy. And what did he do? He sends out a message, next time receipts are coming. Listen, boss, you can't do shit to me. I can kill you with my bare hands in front of your wife, children, and mother and do what I want to you, and you couldn't stop me. End of story.
Nice job. Ladies and gentlemen, Big MF.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got a little worked up there.
Okay, well, because you did that, then you forfeited your rights to winning the last game, so I technically won the last fight. Yes. Okay, now we're moving to the next with an even slate. Start from the bottom. House rules. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's not do the prelims. Let's do the main card.
Okay.
Vincente. Oh, why don't you run it?
Oh, this is a hard
Vicente
one.
Luque.
Vicente
versus
Luque.
Ian Machado Gary.
Bro. I'm gonna pick first this time because I'm tired of Matt taking the first pick.
That's a pretty split odd right there.
Ian Machado Gary is gonna win because he has a first name for a first name and a last name, Ian and Gary. You never go against a guy whose first name and last name are both first names.
Can I point out the importance of that middle name too?
Machado. It's a strong Portuguese name.
Nobody wants to hear what you think, Jabroni.
Okay, Matt, what's your pick?
Okay, well, you're almost right, but you're a little bit wrong. First of all, the reason why that Ian Machado Gary is going to win is, first of all, everyone knows that when you're from Ireland, you fight a Brazilian, the Brazilian gets whooped. Second of all, his name is Ian, which is a strong name, Ian the Machine Freeman, and Machado Gary. That's a very, very, very strong name. The other dude, he's gonna get fucking knocked out with a straight right in the first round, leaning in with his chin.
So you're going Gary.
I'm going Ian Machado Gary.
So you're picking my pick. You're copying me.
There's no Gnu.
Just put it down for this one that Matt's copying Tim.
Gary.
Next.
Gnu.
Two for the Irish lad.
Gary. Okay.
Fergie and Pimblets.
Oh my God, it's a tough one.
Okay, you get to pick first on this one.
Well, I'm going to say, see, this is a tough one because which Tony are we going to get?
Hey, Tim
are we
said
going to
that.
get the Tony that's doing mental shit, that's hiding things in his fucking, I know, are you going to get Tony that's like hiding things in his wall and he's got mental problems and he's wigging the fuck out? If you get that Tony, Patty is going to sleep him. But if you get the fucking Tony that's elbow slicing motherfuckers to hell, it's a tough one to call. But I'm going to have to go. I think this time Patty Pimblett has bit off more than what he could chew, and Tony Ferguson is going to slice and dice his face to hell. I got Ferguson.
So I agree with you on your pick. I think this is a hard pick because both of these guys look like characters from a Mad magazine. They have both turned into Mort Drucker caricatures.
There's no way I'm going to lose.
I feel like if you can just fold the poster of the UFC, like if you could fold it in half together, it's going to make up like an atom bomb or something.
A pictogram.
A pictogram. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that Tony, he's going to win.
Listen, I can't go in all good conscience. I can't pick against Tony. I love Tony Ferguson. He is he's always tough. He's always in the match. My only thing is Patty's so young.
Who has Patty fought that's all that tough?
I know.
That's really, really
I
good?
know what you're saying.
This is Patty's toughest fight.
It is. I'm picking Tony Ferguson because I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I want him to win.
That's a little gay, but that's okay in today's world.
I love him.
10 years ago.
I don't love Patty Pimblett. I would never pick anybody whose first name was Patty or whose second name was Pimblett. Pimblett sounds like a fake prosthetic arm. Like I have a limlet. It's called a Pimblett. It lights up. It has a Bluetooth speaker in my fucking prosthetic. No, not good. You're looking at me like I'm a terrible person.
Patty too is a
Boo! I have an air tag on my leg in case I lose it.
Who made it?
Apple.
It's a cool company called Pimblett. That's that.
Pimblett. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay, next.
Before next, there's two cool things about Tony. I think because of his last couple losses, he's probably coming in for a real good fight. The rumor is that this will be a retirement fight. That no matter win or loss, he's probably going to announce it. And he's been training with David Goggins, which is pretty cool.
He's done like 100,000 knee bends.
It's crazy.
He's ready. Okay, next. I get to pick first.
Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Stephen Thompson.
Listen, I love karate. I just want to say that right out of the gate. I love karate. I love the bladed stance. I love the in and out. I love the hayas. I love the kiyas. I love the high kicks, the question mark kicks, the spinning elbows, the spinning back fists. I love the gis. I love the ninja stars. I love the nunchucks. I love the bow staffs. I'm down with all that. I'm down with it. I love it. but Rachmanov is gonna fucking Rachmanov him. And
correct.
I think we all know this, that this is going to happen. And I love Stephen Thompson, but he is like on death row, basically. And unless Uncle Dana comes in and gives him a stay of execution, there's going to be a murder this weekend, boys. Go ahead, Big MF.
Boy, it's a tough one to call.
It's not tough to call.
It's not.
Copy me again.
Look at that.
That's a very strong name. How do you say his name?
Rachmanov.
Shavkat Rachmanov.
Yeah, and you got Stephen Thompson.
Isn't Rachmanov related to the royalty in Russia? Wasn't his?
I gotta go with Rachmanov.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Retard.
I got Rachmanov. I think
Close.
You picking Rachmanov?
I am not a big fan of karate. I think karate sucks for the most part. It's not very successful. It doesn't work most of the time. Only a few have been able to do it successfully, like Daniel LaRussa, like Johnny. Other than that, it's never worked very well. So I'm with you. Go with
His last name's Russo.
Plus, Rachmanov is the great-great-grandson of Anastasia Rachmanov, the Rachmanov that lived through that time period. Okay, next.
I didn't know that.
I'm just kidding.
Alexandra Pantoja, Brandon Royval.
Let me tell you something. As much as I want to root for USA #1, I can't go against a guy who has a receding hairline. There's no way, man. Alexandra Pantoja, he's one of these dudes whose hairline has been receding since he was 16. You could tell. He's that guy.
If you'll follow my cursor.
Like, dude, the other guy has fake fucking hair, dude. Like,
plugs.
Some graphic artist decided to put different hair on this guy. Look at him.
That's what I have in my ears. Plugs, bro.
Listen, I'm going to pick Pantoja. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A lot of people still don't really give him the credit that he deserves. He's fucking amazing. This is the cat that beat Brandon Moreno. Am I wrong?
I believe you're right.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a stud. There's no way I'm picking against him.
Flyweight title. That's cool.
Big MF, what's your call?
Well, when you got two little motherfuckers like this fighting, it's hard to say. I say you're wrong. I'm going to go with Brandon Royval because I like his hair. I think it's cool. It reminds me of the 80s and Kid and Play. Hola, hola, eh. Hola, 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 eh. Now.
Okay, Brandon Royval.
Oh, he's the number 2 as well.
He's
That's
right
cool.
number 2.
And
it's
they both have
America,
lonely shoulder tattoos.
Colby already proved that the USA was better than Brazil.
Speaking of him,
proved that.
Let's
already.
go.
Wow.
Next fight.
Colby and Leon. Welterweight title. Colby's first fight in, a year and a half? Since the head injury?
Oh, since Jorge Masvidal attacked him outside of Olive Garden.
I don't know if it was Olive Garden.
He attacked him. He viciously attacked him. He attacked him because he was there. The real reason he attacked him, this is actually the truth.
Kanye
Listen,
attacked him.
no, this is the real reason. Listen, Masvidal attacked Colby Covington at the Olive Garden in Florida because Masvidal was there with his family. He went there with his family and some friends, and the Olive Garden was advertising bottomless breadsticks, and they ran out, and he was really upset. And Colby Covington was in the lobby, and you could hear, if you look at the official footage, you could hear Masvidal going, "There's no more breadsticks," in the background. And then he just lays into Covington. He just runs up, throws a punch on him.
I have a fundamentally different opinion of it now.
Okay. Who are you going with, Matt? Who's your pick?
Well, I don't know. Well, we've interviewed Colby before, but Colby is is really in tight with Donald Trump. Now, myself and CJ Dirt, the American Degenerates, know Donald Trump. We have been on Space Force. We have been on invisible planes. CJ literally received Russian golden showers from a Russian whore. Donald Trump has told me personally that Colby is very focused. He's doing this for America, and there's no way that Colby is going to lose to an Englishman. The wrestling is going to be the difference. Colby's going to win this fight.
The wrestling. I think you might be right, to be honest with you. Let's see. Edwards beat right. Who did Edwards beat for the belt? He beat Homeboy. Fucking head kick, right? Usman.
Yes, Usman.
And then
Usman, but
has
head
Edwards
kick after he was losing, by
and
the
then,
way.
And then who did he fight after that? Has Edwards fought since then? Did he win a rematch?
He beat Nate Diaz, I know.
Did he recently fight Nate Diaz?
I don't think he's fought. I don't think he.
Andrew, can you look that
Jamie,
up?
pull this up
On it right now.
Hey, can you get me a water when you have a second?
I'd love to.
If you click on Leon Edwards, this should show his record. I texted Colby Covington right now. I know you guys don't.
What did he say?
I just said, hey, dude, I'm stoked you're back. We want to have you on Inside BJJ.
We have breadsticks.
I'm not kidding.
What is the...
Oh, you're right. There was a rematch.
They fought twice?
They did.
Holy
and
shit.
Leon won twice. And then you were right with Diaz. He won that one by unanimous decision.
So you beat Diaz, Usman, and Usman. Usman beats Colby. This is what I think this difference is going to be. I think that Colby is going to stick to his wrestling. He's going to wrestle his ass down, and he's going to beat his ass on the ground. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think that you're right. I think Usman's wrestling isn't as good as we think it is anymore because he fucking doesn't have knees.
Correct.
This guy walks downstairs backwards. He walks on grass whenever he can. And then you're going to tell me, oh, yeah, he can wrestle. His knees are fucked. He's in a lot of pain. All right? So I don't think Leon Edwards fought the full Usman. I think Covington is going to win. I think he's going to go full on.
What are the odds? I wonder.
It's
close. Damn, those are damn close odds.
That's not close. It's not that close.
Minus 155 to minus one plus 130.
It's a plus 130.
That's close. Those are close. It's never even. Those are pretty close odds right there.
I don't think they're that close. Maybe you're right. I don't know how the money line's going to move.
It's fucking close, bro.
It'll be interesting to see how the money line moves as we get closer to the fight night.
After I revealed that I've spoken to Trump and Trump knows also, Trump has told the judges if this goes to a decision, Colby wins or else.
Yeah, he said actually what he's going to do is he has some extra judges who are going to also cast judging decisions, and they might defer to those judges if the original judges are deemed unfit for judging.
So they have extrajudicial judges?
Extrajudicial judges in UFC.
Trump is also going to be there for this fight, and he's going
to be in Colby Covington's corner.
He's going to have invisible
Come on,
planes flying around.
Hey, do you think...
and if the judges go the wrong way, drone strike, double tap, bitch.
Hey, do you think... Hey, do you think that if Covington asked Trump to be in his corner, Trump would do it? How fucking rad would it be if Trump was in the corner giving him advice? You gotta fuck him up, Colby. He's like, you gotta fuck him up.
You gotta put him down like a dog.
You gotta put him down like a dog.
Donald Trump told me he's going to be there. He told me and CJ personally, and he also said after Colby wins, he's got
he name dropped CJ. Hey, look, CJ Dirt doesn't get any free publicity on Inside BJJ.
CJ Dirt and myself, we've been to Space Force with Trump. We tag team bitches with Trump and his son Eric.
His son Eric is like not even Don Jr. He's like the lame one. Listen, you haven't even gone out till you've gone out with Barron.
CJ's gotten bukkake golden showers
Still
right in his mouth from Russian hookers.
Oh my God.
That Donald Trump paid for.
He paid for in Russia.
Correct.
Kobe, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out and punch him in the mouth.
Do you remember the Revolutionary War, Kobe?
I'm giving you $1,000. I want you to go urinate all over CJ Dirt's mouth.
I want you to urinate on Leon Edwards. I'm going to film it. It's in the dossier, the Steele dossier.
Wrong.
It's in the Dana White dossier. Okay, those are good picks. We will come back next week, and we'll talk about how Matt copied all of my picks except for one.
Yeah, it's going to be a tie, it sounds like.
So it's going to be one fight's going to make the difference, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be the Pantoja fight.
That or Rachmanov.
We both picked Rachmanov.
Did you really?
Look at that hair. That hair.
I thought he picked Thompson.
He picked Rock.
I picked Brandon Royale.
He didn't even. He don't even know what fight we're talking about right now. That's how out of touch he is with your fight.
I'm tracking. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You're tracking. He's not. Hey, listen up, folks. One thing that I am tracking is Inside BJJ. You know, we still have a premium subscription model. It's out there to this day. You can still get it if you go to InsideBJJ.com. There's premium episodes. So this is the way it works. Through my platform where I distribute the podcast, the last 50, whatever the last 50 shows are, they're always free. You can always listen to them. And they're available on Spot. It used to be back in the day, it was like Apple, iTunes, that was it. But they don't run the game anymore. It's Spotify and Apple. It's fucking iHeartRadio. It's all these goddamn fucking devices people are listening to shit on. Whatever you want to listen to it on, you listen to it. But if you want to hear the old episodes, and we've had so many freaking guests. If you want to hear the evolution of the no-gi jiu-jitsu, like submission fighting game happen, you can go back to episode 1 and just listen to the podcast. We basically were there for the entire fucking thing. The whole thing we were there for. So if you want that, you got to pick up a premium subscription. Go to InsideBJJ.com. You can click on that and find all the information to do that. The other thing that I wanted to run out there is you could check out Everyday Jiu-Jitsu. It's BJJEveryday.com. It is a clothing line of jiu-jitsu gear, and it is ran by us. So if you buy from us, it helps us. It doesn't help some other dude. It helps us. So check that out. You can check out 10th Planet Stockton if you're in Stockton.
Wear it every day and never wash it. It washes itself.
Yeah, you don't have to wash it. You don't have to. I recommend you do, but you don't have to.
Bomb that shit in your toilet that wouldn't wash it.
10th Planet Stockton. If you're in the Stockton area and you want to train jiu-jitsu, come check out 10th Planet Stockton. If you're in Nashville, fuck yeah, and you're looking for a place to train, I am here. Fucking 7 nights a week if I can be. I'm here constantly. 10th Planet Nashville. We're doing all kinds of cool shit. We have a studio in the gym now. It's fucking dope. The academy is like, honestly, I gotta just for real though, like we did a good fucking job with the gym here.
It's the best.
It looks fucking great. Like it really has a nice vibe. Nice windows, plants, green. It's just fucking good. It's a good setup. It's a good vibe. So if you're in the Nashville area, you know you're welcome to train. Check out 10pnashville.com.
Open mats every Sunday at 10.
Yes. Okay. Now that we got through that, it's time to talk about what's next. I can't remember what was on the agenda. I lost my fucking script.
That's why I never have an agenda.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
I don't like agendas. I don't like formats. I don't like structure.
I don't like any kind of structure. I don't want any man to put a damper on my head.
No man's going to tell me what to do when I have to do it. It's my big dick. I say when it's time to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so
unless I've done a lot of coke and I can't get it up.
Andrew brought a topic up and I kind of waved it off, but let's talk about the UFC grappling event that happened.
Okay. Who grappled?
A lot of guys grappled. It was the maybe we could pull up the results if we have them. I think we have them. I'm sharing some title card screen right now. So Marigali submits Pena. I read some criticism of Pena. Like, obviously, Pena can kick my ass. Like, I'm not trying to act like he can't. But the reason I say that is I've pissed some people off on this show and, like, got into real-life confrontations over my fucking podcast opinions. It's like, get the fuck out of here. First of all, jiu-jitsu has no fucking media at all, especially fucking 12 years ago. Yeah. And the one guys that are doing it for free, driving all over the place, literally doing it for free, these fucking assholes are getting mad at. You said something about me I didn't like, and now I want to fight. It's like, you fucking idiots, you morons. But anyway, Pena's tough, but he's getting a lot of criticism. Stylistically, I think people feel like he's on the boring side, which sucks, but Pena's kind of turning out to be like the guy that fights all the other guys. He's tough as fuck, don't get me wrong, but like I read a lot of criticism about that particular fight. I didn't catch the final where Miragali submitted him, but damn, Miragali's just murdering. He's murdering. He's doing so fucking well. What were the other fights? Let's talk about the other fights on the card.
So Nicky Rod beat Simoes on points, and then right after that called out Gordon for a 50K challenge bout.
Hey, real quick, talking about Simoes, I saw an Instagram like live reel or some bullshit of Yuri Simoes basically telling AJ Agazarm that he was going to whoop his ass. And like pointing at him and yelling at him and saying all kinds of shit to him. And then Yuri kind of like disappeared through a doorway. And AJ was like talking shit, but he wasn't getting too close. He was keeping like a 20-foot distance between the two guys. So yeah, AJ is like the perennial guy that somehow AJ knows how to say the right thing to make you want to hit him. That's what it seems like, doesn't it?
You too, apparently.
Yeah, me too, apparently. Yeah, I guess so, but not as bad as that.
The other highlights would be Mason Fowler beat Hassam Rita with a...
Can you scroll down a little?
Yeah, with a pretty good Kimura. Pretty good. It was really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Fowler's like... what's crazy is Mason Fowler is a fucking champion of champions. And he's used 10th planet moves like the rubber guard to submit people. And he's done it at the highest levels before 10th planet guys could do it. Really? He just took the technique and did it. Yeah. Mason Fowler's a fucking beast, dude.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah,
he's a goddamn beast, dude. Like, a lot of these dudes I got to see in Northern California before they popped big time on the scene. He was one of those guys like, oh my God, this guy's gonna... Where do these guys come from? Like, where are they made? They're not like normal human beings.
Lab.
When you see them up close, you're like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what the fuck? I was a regular guy, like a regular fucking dude. Nobody ever thought I was going to do anything, which I guess they were right. But at the same time, you see these dudes like Mason Fallon, you're like, holy fuck, this guy's made in a lab. Like, this guy's not made in a vagina. This guy did not pass through a womb like a normal human did. This guy passed through like a Russian womb or something with Eastern European, fucking DNA in it. Something, man. He's a savage, dude. Mason Feller's a savage. What else? What were the other fights on there, man?
There was a pretty big upset with, from my understanding, Hanadas Gracie took on Nicky Ryan and got the upset.
Yeah, I don't know why they think that's an upset. That Hanadas has been competing for a minute.
Well, Nicky Ryan.
Yeah, but it's like Nicky Ryan, okay. Well, because his brother's Gordon Ryan. Like, how do you think Nicky Ryan feels?
Not good.
He's good. He's fucking great.
No, I mean, I know he's good.
He's great.
You said how does he feel?
Can't feel good. Cannot be feeling good.
I imagine. I don't know. That's got to suck. But it was on points, though.
Okay, well, it's a points competition, though, man. If you can win on points, you win on points.
It is. So then Elizabeth Clay continued her hot streak. She got she's the IBJJF crown winner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she took out the IBJJF crown winner, Luisa Monteiro, by inside heel hook.
I mean, Luisa Montero's been around for a minute. Elizabeth Clay's like doing really well in the submission fight scene and the super fight scene in general. Seems to be doing good.
Yeah, and then
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, Wagner Rocha took on Victor Silverio, and then won on submission, back choke across the face.
Hannah Goldie submitted Amanda Maza from her closed guard with an armbar.
Armlock, yep.
Oh, and I saw Wagner's son, Achilles. He beat Andy Varela from 10th Planet Las Vegas on points. He beat him 0-1, basic 0x -1. All right. So basically what happened was Andy Varela picked up a negative point. The referee gave him a negative point at some point during the match.
Like a condemnation of something?
Condemnation, I think, of him stalling. Oh. I think that's what the ref said.
Gotcha.
I think it is. But I watched the match, and I didn't think he was stalling. You know, stylistically, just because – look, this is what fucking irritates me, to be honest with you, is jiu-jitsu's not fucking wrestling. There's wrestling in jiu-jitsu. We can all agree, especially no-gi is – for the longest time, gi players just totally like dissed on wrestling. Like wrestlers are just idiots who want to guillotine you and go ape shit and like they don't know nothing, blah, blah, blah. And then once everyone got into no-gi, it's like, fuck, wrestling's actually very legitimate as a skill set. Like wrestling's like pretty good. We need to have high level wrestling in jiu-jitsu, but you can't judge jiu-jitsu matches based off of wrestling criteria, which is you got to go, no passivity, you got to go. Because in jiu-jitsu, you can be on your back and still fucking win. So if you give somebody like Andy Varela, you get a negative point for some perceived stalling call. It's like, it's not fucking wrestling, dude. It's jiu-jitsu. And if you want it to be wrestling, then you got to put wrestlers on there and they take the subs out. But it's not going to be as fun. Like,
it's not going to be the same.
No, it's going to be fucking lame. So I didn't agree with that call. I thought it was a bad call, but whatevs. It was a good night overall. It's pretty dope. The UFC's making some big investments in grappling. That is what I have heard from my sources on the street. And it doesn't surprise me. I think the UFC, you know, with like Power Slap and all these things that they're doing, I think that they're doing it because Dana's looking for like, where's the next big guy going to come from? Where's the next big prospect going to be? Is it going to be a jiu-jitsu guy? Is it going to be some dude who's slap knocking the fuck out of people on power? Can you imagine if a power slap guy made it to the UFC? Can you imagine how many people would buy pay-per-views? I can't hear Matt. Are you there, Matt? Nah, man, I can't hear him.
That would be wild if somebody from Slap King was slap KOing people on UFC at some point.
Yeah. I think Matt's muted or turned down.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, he's up.
Damn, okay. You there, buddy?
I haven't changed anything.
Oh, man. Well, we can't hear you, buddy. He might have muted himself. I thought it was quiet for a long time. I'm like, wow, I've been talking without getting interrupted. This is crazy. This never happens. And I'm like, oh, I know what's happening. Matt, look, he's talking right now. He's talking his head off. Look at him. He's talking right there. You keep talking. You keep talking. We can't hear you, dummy. I think you're muted, dude. Unmute yourself. Man, this guy.
Still nothing. Shit.
I thought you turned him down a second ago.
No, not at all. He's up.
I don't know. Matt, maybe you got to call back in, dude. That's weird. That's not good. Mute. I'm going to unmute him. Yeah, at some point, he just like totally dropped off the audio. That's weird. Huh. Well, maybe we can help him get back on if he... Did you remove him from the stage or did he jump out?
I think he jumped out.
I'm going to add him.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Yeah, he's still clear on the board.
That's weird. I'm going to jump out and jump back in.
Right. Technical difficulties.
Nope. No good. All of my settings are set up right. I don't set anything up wrong. No, they look correct. My output. Matt, can you hear us okay? Put your thumb up if you can hear us. Okay, can you hear this?
That's racist.
Did you hear that?
That's racist.
Okay, he heard that. Okay. So that's all good. Usually if things are down, he can't hear that.
Yeah.
What about those... We're not picking any audio up from him at all.
Nothing.
Like nothing.
All of a sudden.
I wonder if his headset died. You have to charge that headset? This guy, dude. What are we going to do? Dang.
Gonna have to edit.
There's another way we could get him on if I call him from my phone.
Bluetooth it?
Yeah, I'm going to Bluetooth you in, Matt, because I don't know what happened. It's weird.
Bluetooth's up, ready to go.
All right, let me connect to the roadcaster. He's leaving. He's like, I'm going to go get my girl. She'll figure it out. Let me call him.
Somebody figure out this talkie box.
I was like, dude, it's way too quiet. Okay, you want to turn up the Bluetooth channel?
It's up. It's ready to go.
There we go. You want to turn down the Bluetooth channel?
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
I don't know what happened. It's all of a sudden I just stopped hearing you.
That's weird, dude. Do you have me on speaker?
Wait a minute, I've been taking a piss in your own speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Drinking.
When you're done, can you take me off a speaker and just put it up on your ear as normal?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened, dude. Are you sure you didn't, like, mute yourself?
Oh, no, it's not. I'm not muted.
Man.
Hold on. I can get Rachel.
This is really terrible for the podcast, dude, when you do this kind of thing.
Just take a break, bro.
You know what, man? It just really makes me not want to do it anymore. I think I'm going to quit for a year. This is why I quit in the first place, dealing with this kind of stuff.
He sabotaged me. Look at that guy.
I got jealous because you got too much. You got too much attention.
All right, hold on.
Your
I can hear
CJ,
you on
listen, your real shoot that you did was so good that I got jealous and I kicked you off the show.
What?
That shoot story you told a minute ago.
That's actually true.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I know it's true. I don't think you're making it anything up, to be honest with you.
That fucking guy, I'm gonna fuck that dude up.
You think Rachel could hook you up and get you back in?
Let me see. Let me go get her. All right, hold on.
What you need to do is yell at her. Okay. Well, while he's trying to figure that out, let's do some Reddit message board shit. Maybe we can. Hey, Matt, we're going to do a Reddit board right now. Okay. So, Andrew's going to pull them up. I'm going to read them to you. And then you can just comment. Okay. With me. Sound good? You with me, buddy? This guy could be, for all I know, he could be getting assaulted right now.
Confirm command. Confirm command.
Nobody knows what he's doing ever. He's just totally in his own world. Okay. Let's go. Let's pull those babies out. You got them?
I got one on stream, or should be on stream right now, or queued. There we go.
Okay. White blue belts in the what? I can't see that top part.
In the wild.
In the wild. All right. I like to read these. Last night, I was with a girl I've gone on a few dates with. And I'm sorry. Last night, I was with a girl I've gone on a few dates with and her friends. None of them know I train, including her. Oh, my God. Can we mute him? I'm sure it's shocking to some of you that I don't bring it up within 5 minutes of meeting her. One of her friends jokingly works in that okay, sorry. I'm sure it's shocking to some of you that I don't bring it up within 5 minutes of meeting her. Oh, ha, ha. He put that in parens. Oh, you're so funny. One of her friends jokingly works in that he could choke me out in less than a minute. Then he told me that he has done BJJ for 2 years. I wanted to ask him where he trains because I'm friends with every school owner in the area. But I didn't want to tell anyone else I train. Do you have any good stories about running into guys like this in the wild? So this is what this guy's, I'm going to set this up. This is what he's doing. He's going, I'm the guy that's the real badass. And the junior badass tried to present himself as the real badass to me, but he doesn't know I'm the real badass. I'm such a real badass that I know every single gym in the whole fucking town. There's not a guy who trains in this town without me not knowing. And I don't know this guy. So that means he ain't shit. That's what he's saying, right?
That's what I'm getting from it.
That's what he's saying. More or less, he's saying that. Maybe what we can do is put Matt on the video with no audio, and we could put his audio on the Bluetooth if you turn him back up. That should work.
He's up. He's good.
Matt, you there? Did you get off your phone? You got to be on your phone, Doug. Maybe he's not on my phone anymore. He hung up. Hang on. This motherfucker hung up the phone. He hung up on me. This guy. Come on. Hey, buddy.
This is a bit much.
Look, you got to talk to me
Get
over.
your shit together.
What's that?
Get your shit together. This is ridiculous.
Oh, dude, it's you. You're the one. You did something. Listen, you fat fingered something. Let's continue. I'm reading a Reddit message board. Since you guys are bad influences, I figured out where he trains. The girl I'm talking to let me look at this is update 1. Let me look at this guy's Facebook page on her phone. The owner of the school where he trains was my drilling partner for years. And BJJ and I coached this kid in wrestling. My friend told me that he will let me know when to show up at his school next week. Oh, even his friend is going to greenlight this motherfucker. You're like, this guy's about to get lit the fuck up, man. But hey, look, leave your egos at the door, guys. Even if somebody claims to be better than you, leave it at the door. Don't call all the schools in town. Don't find out who this guy is. Don't find out what night he trains so you can go in there and train with them and let him know you're the big potato. That's what he's doing, right? More or less. That's what it is. God damn, man.
You're going to love the next line.
Okay, update 2. I'm starting to think some of you guys put your belt rank in your Tinder Grinder profile. Ah ha ha. Update 3. I showed up Wednesday and Thursday when he was supposed to be training, and
he wasn't there.
Wasn't.
He's scared.
I can't see the rest of that.
He's just scared. He's one of those guys that has a belt but doesn't want to get struck.
Can you see that? I can't see the rest of it.
This post has been locked since the last I looked.
This happened to me one time too, but I said I would only come in and roll with the guy if he allowed neck cranks, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Let's go to the next thread. This guy is just upset that he likes to be the big dog and somebody big dogged in front of him.
Well, really, if you're really a big dog, you're going to hump somebody's arsehole. That's what the real big dogs
That's
do.
what, well, you smell it.
And the
then you hump
little
it.
dogs get their arseholes humped.
Okay, here's the next one. I felt like crying after my last BJJ session.
Me too.
Yep. The title says it all. I'm a white belt with no stripes. They always got to say their rank and how long they've been training. Starting a month ago, training BJJ.
Wait, stop. Wait a minute. This is so funny is that he's trained for a month. And because he got dominated, because he has a month of training, he shouldn't get dominated.
He cried.
It's like,
he cried.
Fuck you. Fuck your tears. You're a fucking bitch. Pussy ass motherfucker. To think that after 1 month of training, blood, sweat, and tears, you put in a whole month and then you got dominated. So now you're going to cry. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. Fuck your wife. And all your sisters. Fuck all of you. Fuck your mom for pushing you out of her fucking whore ass fucking pussy hole.
Oh, wow. That's good. I mean, imagine after you were at the Lion's Den for a month, were you crying in your car that you couldn't beat Jerry Bolander?
I was crying because I got beat up and it hurt, not because I couldn't beat Jerry Bolander.
So here's the rest of it. Today we had rolling only. Rolling only day.
That's fierce.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like open mat or just spars.
And he got beat down severely.
And to be honest, I felt like shit. Everybody dominated.
I'm so surprised. After a month of training, he got dominated on rolling day. Okay.
A white belt with one stripe said, for 1 month I did good, but guys, But guys, it was the most terrible training I ever did. I have been training Muay Thai and boxing, and people still have been dominating me. But today it was something different.
I'll tell you what. If this guy had a girlfriend, I'd be fucking her right in front of him. That's all I'm going to say about that.
One to grow on.
Sometimes you're just a cuck, you know. This guy's a cuck. Move on.
Even at the middle of the session, I felt. He said, "Listen, when I left our gym, my eyes were tearing up. I wanted just to leave. Even at the middle of the session, I felt like leaving. I didn't want to be there because I felt like everyone was judging me. When I went to drink water." One of the white belts said to me, "What? Are you exhausted?" I didn't even know if that was sarcastic, but God, for me, it felt sarcastic. Oh no, what are you going to do? Nobody told me goodbye when I said that to them. Please, guys, don't judge me.
My,
I just want your opinion. Am I overreacting? Please tell me your opinion.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, please. I already told you, first of all, you're a cuck. And you're like right now, I should just be banging your wife right in front of you while you're in the corner jerking off. Like you're horrible. Move on. This guy sucks.
Next.
Please, guys, tell me your opinion because I have training on Monday and I don't want to come to this training.
Yeah, don't quit. You should quit jiu-jitsu.
Don't.
It's not for
Pussy.
you. What's next?
Next, we have... If my page will load, this guy...
Finger strain... Okay, hold on. Finger sprain changed my knuckle. Hey, hold on. Let me read the title. He was trying
to oil check somebody.
Listen up. Finger sprain changed. God damn it. Let me get the title out. Finger sprain changed my knuckle, and now I can't wear my wedding ring. This sounds like an excuse. This sounds like a guy.
There's a chick with a fat ass in my jiu-jitsu class.
Listen, I sprained my left ring finger about a week ago, honey. And a half ago in training, a week and a half ago. It was, from what I could tell, pretty minor, babe. I didn't even notice it until after class. Honey, that's why I was still able to, even after class, hon, I was still able to move my finger. You know what I mean? Without any pain. That being said, this is my first finger sprain, so I don't have a reference point. At present, my finger feels 90% fine, but my knuckle seems to have changed.
Grown?
It doesn't feel like soft tissue swelling. I wouldn't care if this was any other knuckle on my finger, but this is the lower joint on my left hand ring finger. I got married in September, and guys, I like wearing my wedding ring. It makes me feel bonded to my wife and close, affectionate. Can finger sprains, even minor ones, permanently alter the geometry of my finger? Look, I'm just going to put my fingers up to the camera. This is what jiu-jitsu does to your fingers. Okay, this is not from a butthole. This is from BJJ Lifestyle.
It's a good way to get out of a triangle, though, I'm just going to say.
It's a good way to lie to your spouse and say that you're not wearing your wedding ring because it doesn't fit on your finger.
To be fair, I think he was referencing oil checking.
Oil. Next.
That's it for the Reddit boards. But I have a weird article for you.
Okay, let's hear it. We got a bonus article. Let's hear it.
So, have you guys heard of the dude Hans Niemann, who is the guy who has allegedly been cheating in chess with anal beads?
I heard something about this guy.
What? Say that again?
He's using like an anal device to vibrate to tell him what to do when he plays chess, right?
Allegedly. He's very litigious.
He's just gay. He's just doing it admit it. It's like, dude, come on, bro. Like, you don't have to lie to kick it. Like, you like getting your anus stimulated, and you came up with this elaborate story. Like,
this is him, by the way.
Gay. I just like to have my anal beads vibrating when I play chess because it helps me to win.
It's funny that
I don't like it.
Matt's saying that the cover cheat story
does not make my penis get hard. It just tells me to win. When I play tennis, I'm not
I have not heard of one person.
Stimulation of my anal channel. That's all.
I have not heard one person take the line that this guy is using the cheating scandal as a cover for the fact that he's gay and he really likes just having those vibrating.
It's just come out of the closet already. Nobody cares anymore.
Listen to the article. Hans Niemann poo-poos a chess cheating theory that's based on vibrating beads.
Great title.
Wow. I'm going to win this time.
It looks like he's got him in now.
You know what, man? I'm with Matt. I actually think Matt's onto something.
So
yeah, it feels pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
Never mind.
What was that?
Oh, was that pawn to C7 or was that rook to G4? Hold on. Oh, no, that's vibrating. That's a 3-second vibration.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Oh, checkmate. Oh, God.
I mean, they can in more than one way.
Why did you do like a Chinese guy's voice? I don't know about that.
You don't sound like that when you come? So I brought.
Well, when I come on a Chinese person, I do because I want to make them feel at home.
Roger that. I thought of that article being interesting because I was wondering if there was a context in either jiu-jitsu or wrestling where you could use anal beads to cheat.
You could use them if I have developed an elaborate coaching scheme where I use Morse code vibration signals to your buttocks to tell you okay, I want you to do rubber guard. That's 3 zzz, 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 that's rubber guard. And if I want you to do if I want you to go to New Jersey, it's zzz, zzz, it's fast.
There's something you're not thinking about.
Let me hear it.
Because let's just say it's life or death, marbles and chalk. You got me in a triangle choke. I'm gonna shove my thumb right up your asshole. I'm gonna get out of it. But if you already have something up there, it's not going to bother you.
That's true.
I did not consider that.
It's a plug. It's a defensive device. Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the anal defender.
I guess the same could be true in wrestling then.
I put this up there.
In anal defense.
Listen, guys. I put it up there.
Don't ever get oil checked again.
And I will admit that it does vibrate sometimes. Like sometimes there's a vibration setting, it accidentally gets turned on, and it does vibrate. But it's mostly used as defense. Nothing else can be put up there.
Mrs. Freeman gets to vibrate it when you're grappling.
Well, sometimes she gets confused and she thinks it turns on something different, like these little USB lights.
Like the fan.
And she buzzes it, and I get a little tickle. But it's all defense. It's just so nobody ever does anything.
A little tickle's not gay. It's like a big tickle that makes you gay.
It's like a chastity device for me. I plug it up there.
You have inserted a chastity device?
Yes.
I think that's against the rules.
Against the rules of chastity, darn it. Chastity BJJ, where our instructors never hit on anyone.
Inside Tim Freeman. So
okay.
We really took a turn for the worst here somehow.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, yeah. Matt Freeman is the voice of sanity now on the podcast.
Oh, we can save it with your new game.
Yeah.
Guess that stack.
I mean,
Matt.
First of all, I think this is someone's fucking with me. I got to actually talk on a phone while you two guys have headphones. I feel like Andrew's doing this on purpose to sabotage me.
Well, I don't know what happened, but your thing got muted.
It never happened before.
Yeah,
Have
it happened.
I ever been on a show before where I lost my no?
Yes.
Why does it happen now? What's different?
Yes, it has.
There's one thing that's different. Just like when Booker T joined the NWO when it was WWE. Guess what? He got kicked in the face because he really wasn't NWO.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, now that you said that, that makes perfect sense.
Read in between the lines if you know what I'm trying to say, brother.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually spot on. Let's play the Guess That Stack game. Matt, guess that stack. I need to introduce the game. I need music. Let me see. Ready? Let me
Getting ahead of yourself.
Go ahead. That's not the music. That's not the music. That's not the music.
We'd like to
That ain't it. Okay.
Boy, if I had crickets, I'd be playing it right now.
Matt, I would sabotage you if I knew what I was doing.
Okay, welcome to the game show known as Guess That Stack. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So here's how this game is going to work. Andrew is going to put a picture up on the screen. Is that right?
Yes, I have them preloaded.
Okay, he's going to show a picture on the screen. Matt, you can see the picture?
No, I see no
You guys
picture or
will. You
no
guys will
there.
be able to.
Matt, if you click on that link that I sent you, you can
What
view
link?
what you know, the link I texted you earlier to dial into the show and all that. You can at
Yeah,
least,
but it doesn't work.
yeah, but you can see the video part of it, and you could talk to us on your phone for the audio.
Just so we're clear.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Even if
This
he
black
can't,
magic.
even if he can't see them, he will know all of these people.
Yeah, but I want him to see them.
Okay.
All right, boom. This thingamabobber right here. I click it.
However you were doing this before, were you on your phone or on your laptop?
I had on my laptop the whole time.
Well, then open it up on your laptop so you could see the screen.
Can you see us on your laptop?
I do see a screen. There's nothing on it. I see you and me.
Okay, so he'll be able to see them.
Okay. You'll be able to see him, Matt.
You know what? You're drunk. That's what it is.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yep, pull it up.
First person. Guess that stack.
Okay, so let me explain the game. We're going to show
Okay, I
you
already know.
a dude, and then you have to guess the stack, and the stack is going to work like...
That's
Stop.
bullballs.
Listen.
Bull's balls.
Oh, my God, dude. Just let me explain the rules. The stack is
I
going
already
to...
know them. You have to be an idiot not to know the rules right now. You have to be so dumb. Who doesn't know right now the fucking rules of this game? You got to guess steroids that he's on.
I know, but I want to do it like this.
I explained it already. Go. You don't have to like have this long-winded explanation about this dumb game you just invented with the sound effect. It didn't work.
Listen, you get to guess it, but you have to say 3 things. So the stack has to be 3 things for the stack. Otherwise, it's not a stack. So Bulls Balls is not a stack. I need to hear Bulls Balls, something else, and something else. Then
Okay.
Andrew's going to pick the winner.
All right.
All right, so let's see the first guy.
First up, Gordon Ryan.
Matt, what is the stack?
HGH. Trenbolone Accutate. And then he lets that muscular chick squirt in his mouth every night.
Tim.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually kind of hard to beat. I'm going to go with... What am I going to go with for this? This guy. What is Gordon Ryan stacking? I'm going to go with... Oh, man, let me think. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm thinking. Hold on. Gordon Ryan. What's he on? He's on... I'm going to say he's drinking... I don't know. For sure he's taking... Okay, I think he's taking Trenbolone. I think he's drinking... I think he's rubbing John Danaher's head. And his last one... I think he's drinking Leota Mashida's urine. That's the only thing I could think
You
of.
know, I probably missed that, but there's one. I know he only said 3. There's one thing that he's probably doing we don't know. He's torturing babies, killing them, and drinking their blood.
I think you're right.
The only way to get that shredded and big.
I think you're right. I actually think you're right. Okay. Next stack. I think Matt wins that one. I think when he said he was letting that lady squirt on him, I think he won.
Well, that's true, but that's not making them big.
That's just making him recover well. It's just more for recovery. What's next?
Next, Rocky himself, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, wow.
Definitely baby's blood. Definitely.
Let's
for
see.
Sure.
What's he on? What do you think, Matt?
He's got to be drinking the blood of like 10 babies, torturing them every night, killing them, drinking their blood. That's one. Number 2, he's probably, after he kills 10 babies after torturing them, drinking their blood. Then he drinks his own urine after that. And then after he does those two things, he's also probably drinking semen out of a bull's cock.
Oh, wow. That's the 7th grade called. They want their answer back. That's a lot. I'm going to say, I'm going to do you one better. I think he gets this buff because he's abusing those animals that Adrian looked after in her animal shop in Rocky 1. I think that he was abusing the animals. I think that he is drinking elements of things from the from the animals that we don't know about. I would say that's one. I think number 2, I think he gets that from being a Catholic. I think he's a good Catholic guy, and God has blessed him with some muscles.
Favored.
Yeah,
he's favored.
Yes, I do, Andrew. I think he's highly favored of the Lord. Okay,
right.
If you want to know, now I'm going to stop this because I'm religious. I'm real serious about this. If you want to know, yeah, I think he probably donated some money to the Catholic Church, and he got those muscles. And then the last thing is, I think that what we're looking at is a prosthetic titty device that he has from Expendables 13.
A pimblet, if you will.
A pimblet. Okay. He's wearing a pimblet right now.
Okay. So
you didn't pick the winners, though.
So the winner is Stallone, who, when he was caught with HGH at an Australian airport, said that it was just as common as taking aspirin.
Yeah, we're all taking it. Anytime my heart is upset, I take HGH.
It's an amino acid, apparently.
Headache.
Nausea,
I
indigestion.
take it.
Oh,
Backache,
you know what else will make you buff? Is if you get strange. That will make you buff, too.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
a lot of these Hollywood guys are on
you...
strange.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
That will do it.
That will do it. Okay.
We got John Jones.
Oh, okay. Let me take a shot at this.
Here's some fun.
Okay, here we go. Cocaine.
Correct.
Driving recklessly around pregnant women.
No, maybe a little bit.
And he's actually developed that physique from crawling under and out from under the cage where he's hiding from the USADA urine testers. He developed a certain style of crawling where he developed his muscles to be really, really big. Matt, go ahead.
Well, he went, actually, you're almost right. He got really, really lean when he switched from Coke and started smoking crack because the Coke was fucking his nose up.
Uh-huh.
And then, he's also got that shredded in his stomach. His abs got really chunky. He was fucking a bunch of white strippers. And then the other thing is I think what happened was he got really strong when he took DC Soul.
Yeah, right. I would agree with that.
I can't say no to crack and white strippers.
White strippers, crack, and DC Soul.
Okay, so who do you think won the game? Who's the winner?
We have one bonus, and that would be the Russian Olympic team at Beijing.
What are they taking?
Yeah, what are they taking?
What they do, let me tell you what they do. You guys want to know what they do? Do you guys know what a Russian doll is? You know what Russian dolls are? Dolls stacked inside of dolls.
Yeah.
Stacked inside. Okay. They do that, but what they do is they actually take a small lady and they stuff her inside of another small lady, and then they stuff that inside of another small lady, and then they stuff that inside of another small lady. And then they take some biomaterial from Fedor Emelianenko.
Of course.
And they impregnate that lady who's like also has all those other ladies in there. And so they create, it's called like a pregnancy daisy chain. And then
a baby chain?
It's a recursive baby chain.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's how they produce these guys.
That's why no one over there has any pimblets.
Yeah, that's where they came from. So
okay. Baby daisy
answer.
chain.
Matt, you have an answer?
I think he won that one. I can't top it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's true.
You want?
I forfeit.
I won. So who's the winner of the overall game? Say me.
Tim.
I mean, you won
Thanks,
this
guys.
part, but I won the other part.
Thank you, everybody,
I
for
already
playing.
won, so I just gave this part to you.
That's like maybe the worst game we ever played on the show. I have completely lost my ability to do
This
this.
could be the worst show ever. We talked about anal beads, torturing babies, killing babies, drinking their blood.
You primarily talked about that one.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think we're going to get demonetized on YouTube, guys?
I think this is where we finally went too far. We get canceled.
Canceled for good.
Big MF has finally been canceled. Many have tried.
It would be tragedy after all the heinous things we've said on this show if this was the actual one that got us canceled. Because of the thing I said about Sylvester Stallone and the Catholic Church, we got canceled. Like, that was it.
Well, said he was devout.
To the truth.
These guys are talking too close to the secret society truth. And we're going to take them off the air.
What they don't want you to know is if you donate to the Catholic Church, you get buff.
Sylvester Stallone was also an altar boy, so.
Oh, my God. It's really run its course. I think that the show has run its course tonight. I think that this is a sign to us that we're not as good as we think we are.
Now we're done.
We probably shouldn't have come back. You know what? I think we should quit.
This is like when Evander Holyfield came back and fought Vitor Belfort.
Yeah, it is. This is, I hope this is not what the rest of our shows are going to be like. You know, because I'm going to have to get another co-host, Matt.
Well, it's not my fault. It's Andrew's fault.
Oh, no, it's your fault.
What's the one thing that's different now?
I agree with you. It is Andrew. Let's berate Andrew for the next 5 minutes.
I'm on a phone. The headphones don't work. We went off the rails.
Okay.
Why?
Let's both.
What's the one thing different? If he was right here in person, I'd super kick him right in the face like I was Shawn Michaels and he was Booker T.
Let's talk about 3 things Andrew can improve on for next show. Okay. Number 1, wear a mask, like so we don't have to see you. First of all, put a mask on.
Easily done.
Like whatever you got to do to stay off camera, you do that. Okay. First of all. Second of all,
covered.
Talk less. Like mute yourself. Stay out of the program. Third. Don't breathe around me. Remember my sister did.
And if he wants to get back on the show more often, I want to ask him a question. Does he have a girlfriend or a wife?
No.
Oh, well, he's not ever getting back on then.
He's not getting ever back on then. That's your problem is you're a deviant. Everything about you is deviant. Yeah, you.
Me?
Me.
Who, me? What?
Hey, when's the last time you spent the night on the couch, if you know what I mean?
Oh, it's been a long while. Since I stopped doing drugs, it's been a long time.
You haven't spent a night on the couch?
Not since I quit drugs.
A 7-hour jerk-off session?
That was ecstasy, Molly, and Coke.
That was my 47th birthday party. Yeah, that was Thursday. Matt.
Ecstasy, Molly, Coke, and someone had a stomachache, and I was ready to keep going.
All night. We got to figure out what's going on with the audio so you don't get cut out next time.
Yeah, you know, I told you what's wrong with the fucking audio. Yeah, it's white boy back there.
But it's good to get the rep in. I'm going to keep getting the reps in, not going anywhere. Going to keep doing the show. Going to bang it out. All the good things that have ever happened have happened because of the show. So I'm going to keep doing the show. I like doing the show. It's fun to do the show. I enjoy doing the show. Are there things about the show I would change? Yes, there are. Would I like Andrew to be better? Yes, I would. I would. Would I like Big MF to be more professional? Yes, I would. Would I like him to be younger and not so old looking? Yes,
I'm very
I would.
Distinguished.
Would I like him to have an actual laptop with a working headset? Yes, and real lights. I would like that. I would like that. I would like him to actually try. Would I like that? I would. I would appreciate that, but it's okay. I can still work without it. I could still make this great without it. You know? You agree with me, Matt? Just agree.
Well, my vocals should be up louder than everybody else's. And speaking, there's a lot of things I need to plug right now.
Listen,
209
we're not plugging all of them.
Pro Wrestling,
just a
Lodi,
couple.
California. Coach Mike Hayashi, Coach Michael Sean, and the big Him F. Coming up January 6th, I'll be taking on Assassino David Martinez. All the money goes to Franklin High School's wrestling high school team. 209 Click Cast coming soon. Lucha Patron. I'm going to be smashing Giga. Watch Total Wrestling Federation, TWF, on YouTube. And at the Mystic Saloon, the Big MF, TJ Dirt, and Christina Von Erie, the Patreon, Saint of Filth, will be taking on two jabronis and some bimbo. Done.
Oh, nice job. That was awesome. Want to remind you guys, if you enjoyed the show, make sure you subscribe, leave us a review, leave us a rating, give us some ideas.
Send a donation, motherfucking bitch.
Don't worry.
God damn it, you motherfuckers.
Listen, every show's not going to be Matt and I talking with Andrew. We're gonna have guests and actually do real shit, but we're working the kinks out right now. We fired up the rig. And
there's going to be, I got a new segment for the future. The listeners of the show are going to send me a photograph of their girlfriends or their wife's tits, and I'm going to say how good they are.
We'll rate them. We'll give them a rating.
We'll rate them on the show.
Yeah, that's what a great idea. What a great idea, Tom Likas. We're getting the repetitions in.
Hello, Tom.
So we'll get better. We will. Thank you for listening. It's our second time in a long time. It's been a while. It's been a minute. It was really sloppy. I'm not proud of Matt's performance. I'm proud of most of my performance.
I'm already great.
I think that.
I'm apologizing. Now I see why. I see all the things that your wife has been calling me and complaining about. I now understand what she means.
You know what?
There's a lot of things you've been doing that are not right. I know.
I need to put your girlfriend on. You need to leave the show. Yeah, so I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I'm going to be out in the
I'll put my girlfriend on if you put yours on.
My wife's not allowed on my wife's not allowed on the podcast. I'm going to be going to Smoky Mountains this weekend, wrestling tournament. So this will be the show for the weekend. It's very disappointing. I just want to apologize to you guys for how disappointing and sad this show was. It was very pathetic. It was weak. I felt like Matt didn't bring his A game. Andrew brought some game. Matt brought his low-level game.
That's it. I'm going back to drugs next time. I'm going to really bring my A game.
I'm going to bring it. You want me to bring it? I'm going to bring it. Show up all coked out of your mind. No, it's good, though. Let's get back together next week and do it again. How's that sound?
Okay, brother.
That sound good, you guys? Everybody sounds good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. This has been a production of the Inside BJJ podcast.
The pleasure was all yours.
Boy, that was garbage.
It wasn't bad.
It was terrible.
Shut the fuck up.
It was bad, dude.
Yeah, because you just keep on saying it over and over and over how bad it is.
It wasn't very good, dude.
Well, first of all, you went on a Wednesday night.
Well, got you. I had to do it.
Huh?
Had to do it.
I'm tired.
You gotta get the. I could tell. No, I'm just kidding. We gotta figure your fucking phone thing out, dude.
I don't know, man. Fuck. I've never had this ever happened before.
You do other podcasts with no problem with your headset and your laptop?
They never make a big deal about headsets. But it was working and just stopped.
It just stopped working, man.
It never happens to her. She uses it all day at work.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
You don't have another computer, huh?
Huh?
Do you have another computer?
Okay. Oh, I have another. You know what? I have another headphone that I have another set of headphones.
We try that next time. Okay. All right, dude.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Later. Bye.